Hey guys, Trust the Bus here. We got a lot of updates on the bus. We've done a lot on it, so we're gonna take you on a little tour here. Hold on. Start with the back here. Classic Daisy Trust the Bus logo, hand painted. Yes, we get a lot of followers off that. People taking picture of us on the freeway and stuff, which is awesome. This is our telescoping ladder. Kind of goes up and down. I added a little rope section there. Just it folds all up and in there. That way people can't just hop on the top of the bus while we're inside or anything. We got a little generator box here. I got a generator hidden under there. This is the front little wheel well for my motorcycle. So that just scoots on up in there. We have a little winch just in case we need help cranking it up there if I don't want to get crazy. This here is a little slide rail. So I have 2 ammo cans on the motorcycle. So as it goes up, I was smashing these tail lights. I actually had to replace one. And so I put that on there so it's nice and sturdy and gets y'all going. What else? Oh, we got our pull-out toolbox here, which is awesome. Let's get super low here. She goes all the way back in there. I got all my fun tools in there. We'll go through that in just a second here. And we also got my hidden chainsaw. That's the little generator platform. Over there is where the diesel heater gas tank goes, and the exhaust pipe and air is. That is the wire for the fuel pump. I'm having some trouble with that right now, so we're going through it. But all right, guys. Let's open up this toolbox. All right, guys, this is the pull-out toolbox. Got a nice socket set in there. I did a little foam cutout for all the little tools. You got wrenches, Allen keys, all your screwdrivers, miscellaneous. This thing was awesome. I got it free from a friend. It was all rusty and nasty. And so I just sanded it all down, painted it all up. Worked out great. We're up top now. Little roof deck. I had to repaint this thing and reseal it, which turned out just great. I did Waters Thompson seal at first. I used to use that in Florida on docks. It is too dry out here for that stuff. There is no water. It's just a lot of sunlight. So it was just drying the wood up. So I had to switch to something else. I think it was just actual stain, you know, just your standard stain. So that ended up working a lot better than the Thompson's water seal. Got a little cooler mounted in here. That way you can have some beers while you're up here. This is for the scooters. It's 2 scooter tire goes there, and the front tires go there. And you can lock them into place. Skylight for the bathroom. That way I can actually stand up. The 2 solar panels have been doing wonderful. I had the flexible ones up here. They pretty much just dry rotted out and were no good. I don't recommend those. Wood burning stove, yeah, she's a little beat up, but that's only because we use it. And I actually got one of those wind covers coming. That way wind doesn't, because I've had some trouble with air coming inside and trying to blow smoke out the inside. And I've actually had to shut it down a couple times because it was just too windy outside. So I got a little wind cover for that, so that won't be happening anymore. It's a fantastic fan, everybody knows. Here's the little rock climbing piece, because I'll show you in a second. We have a little rock climbing wall. Beautiful day. Little cold, a little stormy, I love it. It's gonna be a little hard to see, but just so you can see the telescoping ladder. I just fold that beast up in there. She just hangs down just like that. The air conditioning has worked well. It is a little loud as far as because our bed is right there. And so it is a little loud, but you get used to it. I used to sleep in a neighborhood with a train, so, but that is one thing. Okay guys, this here's when you open up the back door. Billy! Oh yeah. They're always watching me build stuff. This is the little washer and dryer. I have a little tote here just in case we want to flood some water out, and I can go dump it. I am going to make something that hooks up to the side That way I can have just my little dump thing for my gray water and this. We use all natural soaps anyways, plant-based soaps and stuff like that. Ooh, look, this thing's getting dirty. The cat actually sleeps on top of this thing sometimes. He comes squirreling back, he finds his way. We got some extra storage back there. I've got like our paddle board we were gifted. We got some extra storage is where I keep some of the stuff. You'll see this connects to the inside too. Sometimes if it's all empty, little Billy will run all through it, like he's trying to look for his way inside now. We got a couple life jackets and stuff like that in there. A little bit of fun zone. I got this little screen going on here. That way just when we're doing laundry, bugs aren't flying into the up top and getting up there. Yeah, this washer and dryer's worked out great. And I mean, the dryer, I am so surprised at. It really does dry the clothes just by spinning around real fast, but it works. We'll cruise around to this side here. We got our little cat bubble, water fill up, classic diesel. And yeah, this is the hot water heater vent. Freaking the cat, and now Billy loves this thing too, I swear. Even as we park next to people, they'll say they see the cat in here just staring at him. It's hilarious. Renogy. And yeah, we got the mirror tint on all the windows. What up, Austin? And that is really good for the mirror tint, but just to let you know, at nighttime you cannot see out, but they can see in. If you have your lights on the inside, it is not mirror tint anymore. Here is the black water tank. So this thing, this little toilet cassette thing has worked out great. This literally just removes and you go dump it, all the fun stuff. And I swear that's been the easiest thing ever. The only thing I don't like about it so much, which I don't know if there's a problem or what, but filling up the fresh water for the toilet is here, and it seems just to sit in there. So if you go flush the toilet right now, it says there's no water. Obviously water. I have to take the filter thing and shove it in here and actually pressurize it to get it to fill up. I don't know what's going on, something else I gotta research, but I also got this little hatch, this marine hatch from Amazon. Such a good investment. Swing, swing. It does not lock. Like if you want to steal my poop, go for it. Let's check out underneath. So we have our propane tank, our little Y connector. One goes to the stove, one to the hot water heater. And a little propane side mount. I just have a little wing nut up there, and I undo the wing nut. The back end of the tank will drop, and then it literally just sits on these two little studs. So it's pretty easy to take out. This is our shower. Comes all the way through here into a little P-trap into the gray water tank. Ooh, we actually got some in there. And this is all homemade. I literally did this all myself, just figuring it out. I got a second P-trap just going where it goes into the tank there. And yeah, that's where it goes up into the sink. That's my old homemade Austin Miner. What do we have in the garage to make everything fit? And I tell you what, she don't leak, it works. So here's the back side of those two toolboxes. I do want to get a lift kit on the bus. That way those are riding a little higher. Everything else is looking awesome. It's so beautiful. No rust under here. Look at it. Nice. Love it. Got all new tires on there. Definitely worth it. The Raptor liner paint job has worked out well. It has lasted and taken it all up. You really want to do prep work though. This is one of the sections I didn't do too much prep work. And I believe this whole section here is like a rubber kind of, I don't know. So the Raptor liner has a hard time sticking to it. This is one of the only place really that I have a leak. It's either coming in from the windshield or right here in one of these little rubber gaskets. I've tried to seal it with stuff and do all sorts of stuff, and it always peels off. So that's something I'm gonna have to go in there and just remove all that stuff inside of there and really clean it, seal it, and paint it. So take your time on that stuff, guys. Light bars have worked out great. Double light bars. I ordered one off Amazon. 2 of them came. Trust the bus. And that worked out great. I do want to replace the headlights. The headlights are not that bright, and so just for safety reasons, it would be a lot better. All right, come on over, passenger side. We got our little passenger window. We got Mantis the cat, Lou, and Catfish Billy in there. I found a 3-pack of stickers and had all 3 of my pets in there. This here's our wooden door. We got a little porthole, a little map, all the good stuff. This is our little thing, so as we're driving, this slides into place, locks it in there. It kept vibrating out, so I just took an RC spring, strapped it on there. That way it always has like some tension on it and stops it from wiggling. The bus window here did not shut all the way, so it didn't seal. And so I took some of this rabbit fur I had and I put it all in there. That way Daisy doesn't get cold as we're driving. We got our little toolboxes going on there and our rock wall going up. That thing is really fun to climb. The kids love it. Awning works out wonderful. This is actually just a side of the house awning, not meant for an RV, since it was way cheaper. So I took some leather belts I bought off Amazon, cut them all down and strapped them into place. So just like in Twister, man, when they're in that shed, the leather belt's the only thing that saved them. So I trust those things, you know. Another look at the wood burning stove. Got a little cap on there, keep the water out. That was one hard thing to seal, but I don't think it's leaking anymore. Who knows, you know. This is our little entryway. We got a little daisy mat, and all of my old work, I was an aerospace mechanic, and these are all the little nameplates we put onto our pedestals. And the messed up ones, I stole them all, and I made a little kicker board out of it, which I thought was cool. Charge controller for the solar, and that's our switch, so as we're driving I can flip that on to charge our batteries, or flip it off as we're not driving. Gotta remember to flip it off. The old pilot seat there, she's good to go. It's a little bit tight. Something I hate and I get frustrated with is getting out of the seat and coming inside really sucks, just because I got big feet, so they always hit, and it's really hard to squeeze in between this. This piece right here can be removed, and I want to build something that actually like comes around here, so it just gives me more space to come in and out and just utilizes that space better. Same thing here is I want to add something more. I hate this plastic binnery stuff, but for now it works. I want to build something there that actually holds shoes and does everything that you need. Right now we have a little, I always love these. I love the wooden crates though. And I have that up there just with some bug sprays, lights, zip ties, you random, got some hand sanitizer so when you come back in. Fire extinguisher, just in case. Backup camera, GPS. I always keep the flag up there with all the dog toys. We have our little first aid kits. I got 3 different ones in there just from all different times. A big jug of water, another jug of water, and just random stuff. This is our little memorabilia up top. And no, I like it. As we go around and get little knickknacks, I kind of set them up here if they're worthy. Got my grandpa, Big B500. This is the first bottle of rum I was drinking in the bus. Deadhead. It's pretty dope. Doesn't taste that good, but it had a cool bottle. She's so beautiful. And booyah, little light up there, flicker effect. And just some storage going on up top here, guys. This is right over the couch. And a little bit of storage. We have just like some camera equipment, some more charging stuff, the camera itself, batteries, some tape. Here we got some stuff that we need to finish, which is some lights and some of the LED light stringers and some hooks and stuff like that. You get more kitchen stuff over here, which is like the sprays. We got some oil hanging, aluminum foil. That's all for the stove. I just finished up my little splatter plate. That thing's awesome. Love it. One of my family members made me this quilt. She's awesome. I love this quilt, staying in the family heirloom quilt, I call it. And we got a Billy toy, a couple of pillows, all the curtains Daisy made. We got the shower and bathroom over here. Love it. Got another memorabilia wall. And this is with that clear glass resin epoxy. I just literally a piece of plywood. I got some X-Wing fighters in there, little potty plant, and just a couple photos and different stuff. I actually took these little screen things and put them into the epoxy, so they're just solid on there. Same thing with all this. Little air seal on there. You can put stuff in there. And same thing there with that stuff. Our wedding magnet. Oh. And just a bunch of different stuff. We got our little shower head going on up here, all handmade and sealed up by me. So hopefully we don't get any problems there. You know, not too shabby. I know this is all really up close. You guys know it's small inside of these things. And yeah, I just took some epoxy and some caulking because it was all open with all the different layers of wood, and I couldn't find anything to put on there. So I just ended up hand molding it, taking some water, dabbing it down, giving it a little bit of a texture. And I said, for freak, man, that's good enough. And another thing I'm going to redo is we have a little bathroom set up here as far as, you know, all the lady stuff and this full pull-out drawer. And I think I'm going to remake that into something that kind of comes out and a little clothes rack on the bottom and open on the top. That way you can just reach over and grab stuff. And that just takes up a little too much room. It seems like a waste of storage, so we'll see what happens. The toilet has worked out awesome. It is nice not having to use nasty truck stops. I just use this thing all the time, I tell you. I don't mind dumping it if I get to use it. It's just me and Daisy, so yeah, no, that thing's worked out awesome except for the water filling problem. Other than that, it's been great. The tile has worked out great. I love the skylight. Just coming in here, having the natural light come inside is just, it's awesome. The bathroom has worked out really well, except for the hot water heater. We'll get to that. I made myself my own little curtain rod. I don't know if you guys got to see that there, and actually Billy, this is where Billy just hangs out as we're driving. He likes to just be nice and cozy in there and chill out. That's why there's a kind of a towel on the ground. Two is if you're bussing in any sort of cold weather, get some carpets, man. Your feet get cold, I tell you, unless you got some one of those fancy heated floors. This does pull out. It is a little difficult to pull it out and stuff like that. They're a little finicky. That is something I want to redo too. What else do we got? We got our wood burning stove. Oh yeah, all the good stuff. I was in here yesterday cleaning this thing all up, so we got a little extra residue and stuff like that. I've done many things to make this thing not get too hot or too crazy, and sometimes you fail. Wood burning stove though, I love it. It is nice just to have this thing in here. Anytime, like even in Texas, we were stuck in there. If I needed to, I could have just started burning wood to stay warm, which a lot of people don't have that option. The stove too has just worked out great. Bus cookies are awesome. I got all my live edge wood here. Live edge, well, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, this is just a stick I had in the backyard. Literally, guys, I cut it up, put some resin on it, a little 8+D, and stuck it all up in there just to give some accent trim. What else do we got? Kitchen. We got our Brita water filter. I literally just slide the sink thing over there, fill that thing up. That way Daisy has plenty of drinking water. We can fill it up for the dogs. It's all nice and filtered, good to go. One thing I messed up on is the epoxy resin. I was pouring this in a hurry. I already had a coat on there. I was pouring a second coat on there before we left on our trip. I did not make something right. Something happened. It was all gummy still to this day. If you leave something on the counter, it kind of like wants to sink into it. It's not the greatest. I need to do another coat and make sure it's mixed right. We got a Daisy Trust the Bus logo in there. Anybody need logos? DM Daisy. Got this for my Ross, really cheap. I think it was like $10 or something like that. And then yeah, just end milled it out so it actually fit in the sink. People always rave about their big old sinks and this and that. Like, me and Daisy use such little dishes. I wash them out one by one in this little bad boy. She does just fine. We're in a tiny home. You get a tiny sink. Just a little bit more decoration back there. It's our anniversary. And a little knife magnet. This is the window that we saw for out there, so we can always have that open for natural light. I like keeping stuff closed as we're parked in the driveway. And one thing I do want to build is a little bit of like a little platform here. That way we can have some sort of a drying rack where we can put some stuff to dry. That's something that we definitely need. All these condiments and spices and stuff like that, they're all on the actual things. They do just pick up and nothing actually falls. Like, it's pretty good. One thing I want to do is get some latch or like one of the shock things that where it actually wants to stay up, so you don't have to hold it as you're trying to dig through all this fun stuff. But that's pretty much like our pantry, and all of our goods are in there, dried goods and stuff like that. The refrigerator has worked out awesome. Daisy's starting up her little magnet collection. Some Cocopellis, Big B500. And yeah, no, this thing's worked out great. We got plenty of freezer space, plenty of actual refrigerator space. Sometimes my beers take up a little too much room, but other than that, she does great. A little dirty right now, but that's all right. All the homemade cabinets I made have all working out great. These little leather belt things to hold them closed are a little bit of annoying, because when you pull them out and you go to close it, it always wants to stop you. So you got to like lift this out, close it, and then press it. So that is a little annoying. We might have to switch those up. This big drawer had a lot of weight in it, so I did notice some separation. So we're going to have to fix that a little bit. Yeah, this is a true bus tour. This isn't, oh, everything works perfect. Yeah, so these are underneath the bed here. These are two little dressers. This one's mine, that one's Daisy's. This one is a little offset because we have the washer and dryer back there. We got some boot storage going on, some shoe storage going on up top. There's nothing really for me over there. And this is where our water heater was, where it blew up. So that's that vent to the outside. And that's where I had it shrouded on top of the water heater. Water heater exploded. That's why we got a little bit of water damage you'll see there. It wasn't too bad. I got most of it up, but it did soak in a little bit. Should be fine. DVD player for the TV. I'll show you that in a minute. It is a little messy. This is still a construction zone. Ew, ew. This here's all handmade piping by Austin Minor. Tell you what, boy. And this here's a 90 I made. I just literally melted it all together and glued and epoxied it. So it's one of the things whenever I'm filling up, I have to run inside and put my hand under this like, oh, it's good, still good. And I like to have this little square open. That way you can see the level of the water. That is nice to have. If I cover that up, I don't know how I can really see it. I had a board in the backyard. It had a big crack in it, so I leather strapped her all there. Boom, she pops open. Another trust the bus thing is I cut this piece of wood, I put the hinges on, going, okay, I need a latching system of some sort. I go to put it up in there and like, it literally clicks into place. It's a little boat, all right? It literally clicks into place, but look, never had it fall or anything like that. It's awesome. We got flashlights, food, some dog food, cat food, some miscellaneous fun stuff, some water filters, all different good stuff in there. Also, you can access it through this little bad boy here. When I originally did this, these were in different places. So this chick was a giant sticker gifted to me by a friend, and it was supposed to be farther down. And shit happens. So freaking, yeah, you can also lift this up. And you can access all the fun stuff, the kitty litter, all the good stuff. Little six dice. Oh yeah. And that bad boy goes there. I'm also, so once I get the new water heater, I'm going to install it there. And I'm going to build a kitty litter box there with a up top access hole. That way the cat can't shoot kitty litter everywhere. He's gonna have to jump inside, do his business, and then jump back out. That way I'm sure there's gonna be some on his paws, but before he was literally, Lucius was sitting here, Billy was up there, and it's just kitty litter flying everywhere. So that was something we gotta fix there. But other than that, everything else under here has worked out really good. That's for the diesel heater. She's not hooked up yet, like I was saying before. On this side, this is where we got like some of the shoe storage from some of the nicer shoes. That's why I wanted to build the spot up front, just to free some of this up. A bunch of the dog stuff, tattoo gun, and heater. We got the little Lucius fan over there, so as we're driving, this just blows air all through back here. That way he stays nice and cool. Daisy's got some of those vacuum seal bags where we have some big old blankets and stuff like that, just in case we ever need them. Yeah, all the clothes stuff is just pretty much in here. All right, let's check out okay, coming back to this real quick. That's my ladder for Daisy. And my dad took me to the U.S. Mint when I was young, and we got one of the bags of shredded money. And so if you see, I epoxied all of the shredded money in there, because I didn't want to take the bag, but I wanted the money. But I thought that was pretty cool. All right, guys, come on up to the bedroom. We got I call it my little nightstand here. We usually have another blue bin over there. So that one's mine, that one's Daisy's. This here's community. We have our camera bag in there and stuff like that. You know, little drawers up there, different types of stuff. Storage for remote controls and whatever. Here we have it's supposed to be somewhat of a coat rack, but I kind of just, now it's a banjo and guitar storage. I cut some of this foam out, so now it has a big old circle in it. And so you just take this little beast out, and you can pull the banjo out. You can actually get the guitar out of there if you need to without removing the banjo. You just pop it and you can slide it out. It's a smaller guitar for Daisy, and that's always just nice to have. So even that's how we were making the bus song, stuff like that as we were driving around. We got some of these since I put those in, I got some of the sideways hangers. That way the hangers can actually go this way with the coats and just cover all that up. Got all the green lights running, air conditioning. That's what I was saying before. It is right there as we sleep. So like I said, it is a little loud. You do get used to it. Our headboard, back to the epoxy. Put a bunch of cool movie posters all in there. Inglourious Bastards, Back to the Future. Gotta love it. And the cat window, construction zone. But they still can use it, but it's still under construction. I need to take some more Bondo and stuff. I'm gonna Bondo up a whole little lip and edge, and I'm gonna sand down the inside, make it all smooth. And I wanna make like a little wooden fluffy thing that I can slide in there. That way they have something to kind of put their paws on. But yeah, the TV here. My brother-in-law and sister-in-law got it for us. And big old TV mount. Just literally, we can swing it all the way out. Have it here. Watch TV as we're on the couch. Anything like that as we're cooking. If you need to get into the bed, you can easily, one-handed here, easily just set it over more into the kitchen. That way you can still get into the bed and do all that fun stuff. If you wanted to, you can actually slide it around so that way it's actually facing inside the bed. It is a little low, but you gotta live with what you get. Yeah, everything else is working out really good. Cast iron pots, been oiling those up, getting them nice and greasy. We got a little Tupperware bin down here. or I just put some fabric on the bottom. That way it just slides around nice and easy. And you got some extra storage underneath. I got some like rice, and we'll put dog food, cat food, extra stuff in there. And that just slides right back into place. We got a little firewood storage. That's the wheel well right there. It's a little bit of firewood storage. You got a little, I call it my billow there, a little air pump. That way I can stoke the fire. Oh. Underneath our couch, we got all of our solar. We got our 3 Renogy batteries and our, what is that, a 2,000 watt inverter. I have this plug accessible right here. I do not have an outside plug right now to plug in, so I do have to run an extension cord. Just I follow this right up in there, plug in if I have power outside. You know what I mean? If I don't want to be using the solar. Yeah, guys, that's pretty much the tour. We got a couple probably hidden things I'm forgetting about, such as the pop-out table there. So as you're sitting here on your stove getting stuff ready, you actually can have some stuff prepped and ready. He's doing other stuff over here. I like cooking in here. Everything is just, you can just reach everything. You feel like an octopus. You can just, it's wonderful. The old potty plant. Oh, she's doing good. All right, guys, have a good one.